Let's do some messages for the upcoming week. Okay. First, I'm going to clear the area with some rosemary. Clear the energies. Okay. So here we go, pile number 1. Your week ahead. Let's see. What does your week ahead look like? Okay. So that's Monday, Tuesday, As you can see all the cards, I'm gonna do the 4 days first. Okay, so there you go. Monday to Thursday. So Monday looks like a pretty big day for you. Pile number 1. We have the card of the High Priestess. This is a major arcana card. So what you can expect on Monday, the High Priestess is coming in, and she's definitely offering you some guidance and protection on Monday. So this may be a physical person, or this may be the energy that you're embodying on Monday. So basically, let's just say, for example, at your workplace, you may expect things to be going in your direction. Things are definitely going your way. This also talks about a successful completion of projects. People recognizing the work you put in, people recognizing your labor and your quality of work, so basically your capabilities. So like I said, this may also be talking about, a specific person who recognizes your work and your worth. And this person is in a position of authority. Like people in authority will recognize your capabilities and what you bring to the table on Monday. So Monday is definitely very significant for you, pile number 1. Like I said, you may expect successful completion of things. And you may just be feeling a very overall calm energy and a calm presence in yourself on Monday. You're going to have this self-assurance, like you have everything under control. You're just going to be in this peaceful, calm energy because you're going to have like this inner guidance, and you're going to feel like this inner protection, or protection that's coming from within. You're just going to be very self-assured, very confident on Monday. So, if you have any projects in mind on Monday, it's a good time for, their completion. or like if you want to get something started off the ground, Monday is a really good day for you. Like I said, just you may expect like some sort of a recognition from the people around you. So then let's go ahead and move on to Wednesday. So for the Wednesday card, oh sorry, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. So for the Tuesday card, you have the King of Wands. So for the Tuesday, you may expect that you will be oozing some sort of potent sexual energy. So, it may be that you may catch somebody's eye on Tuesday, or, somebody may notice you, like perhaps your crush, or, on Tuesday, you are just going to, embody this attractive energy. So, like, you will be attractive to a lot of people. You're just gonna have this aura about you, just like on this card, you can see the red aura. So even, if you don't feel attractive, or if you're not gonna feel attractive, you are definitely, going to be to others, because people will see your aura. They will not be focusing on your physical appearance per se. They will definitely be attracted to your light within, to your aura that you're exuding. So, but I see you perhaps maybe on a Tuesday, you're adorning yourself. I definitely see that you're like making an effort in your outer appearance. But I'm saying that even if like you don't, people will just be attracted to the aura that is, you. Uh, because this is just the energy you're going to embody on a Tuesday. So like I said, Tuesday is really good for you. Like I want it in terms of romantic relationships. You're definitely going to attract the attention of like I said, perhaps the person that you're interested in, or uh, just in general, you're going to be very attractive to the people around you. This card also talks about passion. So if we tie this together with the Monday card, when there's going to be like a successful completion of like a project, and then we have on a Tuesday this passion card. It's like your start of the week is going to be really positive, because it's like you're going to get something off the ground. You're going to start you know you're going to be very passionate about the project that you started or completed, or you're involved in. So the start of the week is looking really positive for you. And then we're on a Wednesday. So this is the middle of the week. So Wednesday we have, or you have, pile number 1, the card of the Eight of Stones, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So again, we can definitely tie your Wednesday together with the Monday and Tuesday, because the Eight of Pentacles, definitely talks about, apprenticeship, or, you being very diligent when it comes to your work. So, like I said, you're definitely passionate about some sort of a project, and on Wednesday, you're putting the work in. It's like you're on Wednesday, you are proving your worth. You're proving. Yeah, you're just really you're involved in your work, in your projects, whatever you're passionate about. Wednesday is the time when you are actually putting some physical, mental, emotional work into it. Attention to detail is very important for Wednesday for you as well, pile number 1. you're gonna have the attention to detail. In order for something to be completed successfully, you're going to want to tie every nook and cranny together, yeah, like I said, just very diligent. You're going to be very diligent and involved in your work. So Wednesday is when you actually do, the work. So then we have Thursday, and Thursday, pile number 1, you have the card of the Four of Wands, which is actually, like victory. The card itself actually says action. So the start of the week is but like the majority of the week is looking really good when it comes, to whatever it is that you're going to be involved in, be it work, be it your hobbies, whatever it is that you're passionate about. On a Thursday, you may expect like some sort of a victory moment. You're just going to be very on top of things. Like I said, on Wednesday, you're going to do the actual work. And on a Thursday, you can expect to like rest. The term resting on your laurels comes to mind, but it's not negative. It's definitely positive. The Four of Wands talks about victory. So yeah, whatever you started to get off the ground on a Monday, you may expect like a completion of it on a Thursday. Like definitely some sort of a victory moment for you. If this is an example, but let's say you have like a meeting at work, you're gonna ace the meeting, is what I'm saying. You're gonna come out on top, you're gonna win. I don't know if perhaps you're debating something with somebody or you're negotiating something on a Thursday, you will come out on top. You will be the winner. You will seal the deal. Okay. So I'm just gonna move these cards out of the way a little bit. Then we have Friday. And on a Friday, you have the major arcana of strength. Yeah, I think pile number 1, your next week, like by the time you get to Friday, this is a very successful week up ahead for you. And by the time you get to Friday, you're gonna feel very strong. Strength. This is in many forms, in a physical form, in your, um, domestic life, in your finances, in your whatever it is that you've been putting the work in throughout the whole week. You're just gonna shine on a Friday because it's like you're gonna like revel in your strength. It's like you're gonna see what you are capable of. You're gonna see what you're going to accomplish, and it's just gonna give you motivation to go on further. Yeah, you're definitely on top of your game on Friday. You're feeling really good. You're feeling really good about how the week went for you. Okay, so then we have Saturday. And for the Saturday, you have the King of Stones, which is the King of Pentacles, pile number 1. So again, this relates like Your week ahead is just going to be phenomenal. And by the time you get to Saturday, the King of Pentacles, it's like you're going to reap rewards. You know, you're definitely going to receive some praises. You're going to be praised by other people. Like, look at all these hands here. You know, these are people praising you, praising what you've accomplished during the week. You know, this also talks about like on the spiritual level as well. Like the spirit world is really praising all that you've been through this week. You know, the week ahead. Like energies in this on the spiritual realm are really congratulating you on a Saturday and rewarding you for a job well done. And then let's take a look. Sunday. Then on a Sunday, again, you have the major arcana of Eon. You know, I feel for you, pile number one. Your week ahead is like really successful. But definitely, I'm definitely seeing when it comes to your like finances or like your job or your, you know, work environment, you're just gonna really be giving your best and showing your best, and you're gonna be rewarded for it. You know, and we have all these major arcanas. It's like your week ahead is going to be really important to you and for you. You're gonna finish some really important next week. So file number one, congratulations, because your week ahead is really positive and encouraging. You're definitely being very successful here, and you're giving birth to something really really wonderful for you and for everything that, you know, will result from this work that you're going to put in next week. Something really beautiful is being born from it, and you know, it's giving you the motivation for like further future going on forward. Really beautiful week ahead for you, pile number one. And since today is November 1st, which is the Day of the Dead, I would also like to give you a message from your ancestors when it comes to your, you know, when it comes to your reading here. So let's see if there's any additional messages here for you that your ancestors would like to have you aware of. So let's see what oracle message comes up for you. So, you will unwrap a gift, the ground is fertile. What a wonderful confirmation from your ancestors. Pile number one, look at this. You know, you will unwrap a gift. You know, you can see this image here on this card. You know, there's like a baby in an egg. You know, something is definitely being born. You're getting something off the ground here next week. And, you know, your ancestors are encouraging you in this and just, you know, confirming this whole reading. Unwrap a gift. The ground is fertile. So take that how it resonates. And thank you, pile number one. All right. Pile number 1. So we're starting with pile number 2 now. Pile number 2. Just trying to make this semi-presentable. Okay, let's see. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna do 4 cards first because not everything fits on the screen. So Monday. Okay. For the Monday, you have the card of the Ace of Wands. All right. So Ace of Wands. Your week is starting off really passionately. This is starting off really positively on the romantic level. I'm definitely getting romantic vibes here. The Ace of Wands. There's an image here that that I'm prompted to share. I see like a bullseye or a hole in one. But I definitely get a sense of this to do on the romantic level. So, let's see. Yeah, you're being definitely passionate here on Monday. You're feeling very loving. You're feeling you have a really your heart is open. You have a big heart, and it's like on a Monday you're going to be feeling this love energy or this loving energy. You're gonna want to share your love. Um, you're gonna want to give your love to that special somebody, to your special person. You're just gonna feel really loving in general, but also on the physical level. Yeah, you definitely have a lot of love to give on Monday. A lot of love to give. You know, you have a lot of love to give on every level, but I'm definitely seeing here on the physical level. You're gonna wanna no, I'm just gonna say it. You're gonna wanna consummate things on the physical level on Monday. You're gonna be feeling very romantic. You're gonna be feeling passionate, very loving in every way possible. You're going to give a lot of attention to your significant other. If you're single, this may be a time where, like I said, you're feeling very romantic, you're feeling very um, loving. So it's like it's going to be a really good time for like self-care or like self-love. Um, but I definitely see like you releasing this romantic power and potential on a physical level. on a Monday. It's a very healthy energy here. Very healthy energy. Very passionate, romantic, healthy energy. Starting with Tuesday then. Okay. So on a Tuesday, you have the King of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. Ace of Wands and then the King of Wands. Yeah, your week ahead is starting pile number 2. Really romantic. Definitely, to do with love, like in your love department. So as far as your love life is concerned, next week or the week ahead, it's looking really good for you. Not only do you have a lot of love, to give, um, the energy definitely is reciprocated on a Tuesday for you as well. Yeah, it's like you embody the energy of love next week. Definitely at the start of the week. Like I was saying, you have a lot of love to give, but also you may expect to receive a lot of love as well. This definitely is talking about on the physical level, but I was saying, you may receive a lot of love on every level or like on any level, because the energy of love is definitely being reciprocated here. You're giving out love and you're receiving it as well. So it's like you're giving attention, but you're receiving attention. People will want to be around you on a Tuesday. Yeah, just because you will embody this love energy. Um, People will want to take care of you. They will want to be around you. They will want to gift you things. Gifting things may be very simple. So, for example, somebody may just ask you if you want some coffee. It's like loving moments that are going to be offered towards you. It's like acts of love at the start of your week ahead. Pile number 2, I see acts of love. This is what I see. For the first 2 cards, so Monday and Tuesday, I see a lot of acts of love. Wednesday, then Wednesday, we have a tower here. So the tower, this is a major arcana. So I would say on a Wednesday, I think on a Wednesday, you may be feeling a little bit depleted. This is nothing negative, but I think this is like a cause and effect thing. It's like all this love that you're going to start the week with, Monday, Tuesday. It's like it's really it's gonna drain you a little bit on a Wednesday by the time Wednesday comes rolling in. And it's like you're gonna be feeling a little bit depleted. Just on the emotional level. It's like I said, give and take. In the love department, in the love energy field, there's going to be a lot of give and take here on a Monday and a Tuesday. So on a Wednesday, you just may be feeling a little bit drained. So remember on a Wednesday to really be kind to yourself, because this is just a cause and effect. You didn't do anything wrong, like nothing wrong is being done towards you, but you will definitely be in this energy of just feeling a little bit exhausted on the emotional level. You may be picking up like because you're in this love energy, in this love mode, you may be picking up the energy of other people on Monday and a Tuesday. So by the time Wednesday comes in, you know, it's going to be like an overwhelming feeling of of the first 2 days. It's just going to be overwhelming. So yeah, I'm talking about on the emotional level. Be kind to yourself on a Wednesday, because not all the energy that you're feeling is yours. You're being very sensitive on a Monday and a Tuesday, and it's going to be loving, yes, but overwhelming a little bit by Wednesday. So yeah, I was saying you're not gonna do anything wrong, or nothing is coming out to get you. But I'm saying on a Wednesday, you should just be mindful that if you feel drained, um, not all the energy is yours. It's like you've been absorbing the energy of others in the beginning of the week, and it's like it's time to take care of yourself, like on a Wednesday. Be kind to yourself. Like if you need a timeout, or if you need like a 5 minutes moment of solitude and peace, take it. Okay, so then Thursday you have the Eight of Wands again. So again with the Wands energy. So the Wands again. Yeah, so something is moving very swiftly here for you on a Thursday. Swiftness. It ties in with the whole week. So, whatever depletion you're feeling on a Wednesday, as quick as this overwhelming feeling comes, is as quick as it's going to leave your body, your energy field as well. And you're going to be back to your wands energy, back to your passionate moments. We have the Eight of Wands here. It's like, but on a Thursday, it's like these may be people as well. All these arrows. These may be Cupid's arrows. I just see you receiving and getting a lot of attention on a Thursday as well from other people. It's a positive, welcoming energy. Just a lot of attention, because this is the energy that you're embodying. Um, this loving, romantic energy. Okay, let's move on to Friday. Okay, so Friday, you have the card of the Nine of Stones, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling back to yourself here on Friday. If the passions may have been too high at the start of the week, for you, it's like by the time Friday rolls in, you're gonna feel like back to yourself. Meaning that whatever negative effects that you may have been feeling on a Wednesday, they will be gone. They will leave your body, they will leave your energy field, they will leave your emotions. Yeah, on a Friday, I see you again. There's this term being back to yourself. I see you being very balanced on a Friday. So this is a much more calm energy than we have been feeling here throughout the beginning of the week. So, you know, your start of the week may be very turbulent, but in a positive sense when it comes to your relationships and on the emotional level, on the love department. And on a Friday, I see you returning back to your balance, back to your peaceful self or like peaceful environment. These intense, passionate energies are going to give you a little bit of a break on a Friday where you can, restore your balance again. Yeah, let's continue with Saturday. Saturday, we have the card of truce, which is, the Four of Swords. So Saturday, yeah, definitely here is going to be like a time of truce. This is a perfect energy for you for the Saturday, because like I said, the start of the week is going to be very turbulent um, on the emotional level. And like I said, by the Friday, you're gonna be feeling back to yourself again. On Thursday, Saturday, you know, um, you will definitely be reveling in this energy of like solitude and just comfort. The swords will be laid down. Obviously, metaphorically speaking, you're just gonna be feeling very comfortable on a Saturday because on the emotional level, the start of the week is gonna take a lot out of you, and I just see this rest here on a Saturday. You're finally gonna get a chance to rest. It's a really positive card because you after such a intense week ahead for you, um, Saturday is gonna be really welcoming in the sense of like just some rest and relaxation, like giving you a moment of peace, giving you like a break on the emotional level. You've been feeling way too much at the start of the week, and on Saturday, you're just gonna have this chance to rest and to pamper yourself. You're still gonna be in this loving energy, but you're gonna have a chance to uh, for some comfort. Then we have Sunday. So we have another major arcana, the Fool. So this is your Friday. Oh, sorry, Sunday. I'm looking at the other cards, so my days got mixed up, but this is your Sunday. So you're finishing off the week with a major arcana of the Fool, which is, basically all the things you're going to start the week off like by the time it's Sunday. It's going to be like a reset level for you. You know, um, like things will be very intense for you next week, and by Sunday, the energies will calm down a little bit, and you're going to be able to reset on Sunday so that your week ahead in 2 weeks, your week ahead is going to be like starting from scratch, like, back to square one, but it's like really, it's a welcome energy. It's like an energy of a reboot, the same as you're rebooting a computer. Uh, there's going to be this reset moment on a Sunday, um, making sure that you get ready for another week ahead, like at your best, at your full capacity. So Sunday is a reset day for you. So pile number 2, I'm going to give you a message from your ancestors. Close this reading off. Anything that your ancestors might be wanting to share with you, due to today being November 1st and the Day of the Dead. Let's see what message your ancestors want to share with you. Pile number 2. Let's see. Well, I mean, after all that shuffling, you have the same exact message as pile number 1. So, after the stream is done, you may also have a look at the pile number 1. But what I can tell you, like a similar thing with you and with pile number 1 is, just a successful completion of the week ahead for you. Even though the aspect of pile number 1 was different to your aspect, but like this is what is similar, a successful completion of the whole week for you. Yours just happens to deal with situations and people on the emotional level, but a very successful completion of the week on the emotional level. So your oracle card, or the message that your ancestors would like to give to you, is you will unwrap a gift. The ground is fertile. So yeah, since we are talking about things on the emotional level, you will definitely unlock your passions in the week ahead, and you're going to, because the ground will be fertile, meaning meaning successful completion. Whatever you lay next week on the emotional level is going to come to fruition, and is going to propel you on your journey forward. So I think that's a really beautiful message from your ancestors, pile number 2. Thank you. Okay, so pile number 3. Pile number 3, your week ahead. See, pile number 3, your week ahead. card jumped out. We're gonna take it. Number 3, your week ahead. Okay. I'm gonna cut the cards, make it a little bit more presentable. So we have Monday. This is your Tuesday, your Wednesday, and your Thursday. So let's start. What does your Monday look like? Pile number 3. You have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so you're being very sociable. Your week is starting off very sociable here. The 3 of Cups. You're being surrounded, by a lot of people, by your friends, by your family. I see you going out for drinks, drinks, coffee, whatever your beverage of choice is. I see you just being engaging in some really fun, relaxing conversation. I see you're definitely talking a lot, socializing, and sharing this positive energy. I see a lot of communication here on a Monday, a lot of back and forth, a lot of positive communication, a lot of joking around, a lot of banter. You're being very satisfied with things on Monday, pile number 3. Your start of the week is being very as well. I was talking about beverage earlier. It's like you're gonna start the week off with you're gonna be in Red Bull moment or energy. You're just gonna, as soon as you wake up on a Monday, you're gonna be in this energy of go, go, go. Usually Mondays are really the start of the week, sluggish, but yours is going to be very charged, very energized. I see you having a lot of energy on a Monday, and you being very sociable. Like I said, maybe going out for drinks after work, or when you come home, just a lot of activity in your home, in your home life, in your domestic situation. A lot of chitter chatter. I see a lot of talking and a lot of communication here. This is Monday for you, pile number 3. And, I think this is fitting, pile number 3 and the number 3 here. So then let's continue to Tuesday. So on a Tuesday, you have the card of Eon, which is the major arcana. Tuesday is going to be really significant for you, pile number 3. So you're going from socializing energy on Monday to the energy of Eon on a Tuesday. Something major is really taking shape here for you on a Tuesday when it comes to your social life. When it comes to you hanging out with certain people, or maybe even in your career, moving up that corporate ladder or something major, because this is a major arcana. Something major, like an important shift is happening to you on a Tuesday, which is going to be beneficial to you when it comes to the socializing aspect, with you meeting new people or preparing you for new people in the future or going forward. Like your social circle is expanding in some sort of a way on a Tuesday. Like I said, Tuesday is going to be really relevant for you when it comes to your social circle. So then we have Wednesday. Wednesday, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're being very fierce on a Wednesday here. Fierce meaning in the way of, yeah, definitely. There's like this social aspect to you in your week ahead, pile number 3. And by Wednesday, you're going to be like fearless. Let's say by Wednesday, you have this leadership quality. You possess this energy of a leader, of being on top of things, of somebody who takes charge. So it's like you're leading some sort of a group here on Wednesday. It's like on Wednesday, people around you, your social circle, they are looking up to you. It's like you're leading them in some sort of a way. You're influencing them. On a Wednesday, you have this great power of influence. Great power to influence people around you. So the way your week is beginning is, like I said, the social aspect is very emphasized and important for you. And whatever major event that's going to happen to you on a Tuesday is bringing in this Queen of Wands energy on a Wednesday, where you are the leader. You possess these qualities of confidence, of self-assurance, and people look up to you. You have the power here on a Wednesday to influence your social group. It's basically, it's almost like this energy. You have such a power here on a Wednesday. You can use it on either, positively or negatively, but you have a lot of influence here on a Wednesday. And, it's like you can influence people or you can manipulate them. This is the Kali energy for you on a Wednesday. Let's take a look. Thursday. So on a Thursday, you have the Prince of Stones, which is the card that is talking about, stones are the pentacles, Chief Seattle. So definitely we are talking about here the beginning of your week, pile number 3, regarding your social circle. So this definitely, you're having some sort of an influence here um, in your career environment on Thursday. It's like the people in charge are listening to your opinion. You have this power here. Influence power is so great that, by the time Thursday rolls in, you're influencing, the people in your company, or like people in charge. They're seeing your perspective, they're seeing your side of things. I see a lot of there may be some sort of a contract completion, or even a beginning here on a Thursday for you. Um, Something new is starting. Like you're being recognized in your work environment here, because your influence to the people around you is so great that, like, even in your career, the chief, whoever the chief is for you, whoever your uh, the person in charge in your company is, um, they notice you, they are acknowledging you, um, they see your side of things. You may also receive some sort of an offer here on a Thursday because of your great social influence throughout the beginning of the week. Then we have Friday. Friday is another major arcana card, which is the card of alchemy. So again, you have this great power of influence next week or the week ahead, pile number 3. And on a Friday, this is just definitely confirmed. And I was saying here with this power that you have of influence, you can decide whether you want to influence people positively uh, or negatively in the way of manipulation. And even on this card we have here, like, there's a yin and a yang here. You can influence people around you positively or negatively, where you manipulate them um, in a negative sense, where they do things your way, but it's like detrimental to them. So it's like you have such a great power next week, pile number 3, of influencing people around you, that you can basically, you can decide uh, which way you want to influence them. Because people are definitely going to be listening to you next week. And they're gonna like what they hear. They're going to be completely mesmerized by you. You have this great power where you can, like, influence or manipulate people and situations around you. You have almost this super ability and factor to you, and it's definitely influenced on a Friday here as well. So let's move these cards a little bit. We have Saturday, again with the Queen of Stones. Yeah, you're just being on top of things. It's like this ancient energy here for you on a Saturday. It's like, look at all this, look at this spider's web that this mature um, woman, this mature energy is weaving, and you have this great power to influence and charm and manipulate people around you, where you're definitely you're creating something, be it positive or negative, because you decide where the influence is going. But you have this amazing um, power here next week, where you can definitely there's structure here. You can definitely create something. You have a power to influence people. um, you have the power of creation here, and it can go either way, in a positive or a manipulative kind of a sense. So then let's take a look at Sunday. The devil. Okay, so again we have a lot of major arcanas here. I think this is really important for you, pile number 3, that next week, like, your sense of influence of the people around you, of your social circle, of your entire environment, all the people that you're dealing with. You have such an incredible power and influence next week that so this is definitely positive, but you have such an influence and such a power that you can either use your powers for good or for not so good intentions. And this card of the devil for the Sunday is definitely here to remind you, like, how you want to use your powers. You want to use your powers in a positive influence, to influence the people around you and your environment, your situation, or do you want to use your power to manipulate situations, people around you? And I think on a Sunday, the devil card is here just to, like, remind you of how you're using your power of influence over others. Obviously, like I said, the choice is yours, but I see you on a Sunday, you're definitely reflecting at the way that you have used your power in the week. Yeah, you're definitely reflecting the way you used your power to influence the people around you throughout the whole week. Okay, so then pile number 3, there's a bonus message here from your ancestors, because today is November 1st, which is the Day of the Dead. So let's see, in regards to your week ahead, what message do your ancestors want to give to you? Okay, let's see. The 4 elements meet in your honor. Creativity, definitely. Definitely. So this is a beautiful confirmation of your ancestors confirming your great power in the week ahead, your great power in getting things done, your great power of influence in your social circle, and your great power of, manipulation in the of the people, situations, places around you. And you have this great power of influence, um, where you can either um, manipulate things and events and people around you in the negative sense or in a positive sense. But your creativity is definitely heightened next week or in the week ahead. You're definitely um, getting things done. You're definitely being creative. You're in your creative mode. And like I said, it's just like it's your choice how you're going to use this creativity, um, for good or for bad purposes. But you're definitely being creative. You can be creative in a positive or in a negative sense, but mm, you're definitely having this incredible power next week. And your ancestors are confirming this, that your sense of your power of influence over people, places, and things next week or in the week ahead is incredible, and incredibly creative. So, do with this power what you will, but you definitely have this power next week. Pile number 3. So, thank you very much. And this concludes our reading. And, like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that jazz. So, thank you very much.